Welcome to the podcast that typically interviews police officers about their most intense, bizarre, and sometimes humorous moments on the job. It is I, Old Gingerface, with you as always. This is a special Christmas Eve edition. I have an episode planned for it was planned for actually Christmas Day. I didn't realize that it was Christmas Day when I said that it would be out on Wednesday. And typically that's very, very bad for downloads and just boosting the episode. And I don't want to do that to a guest. So the guest is a retired LAPD lieutenant. He went LAPD, then to Casper, Wyoming, and then back to LAPD for 30 additional years. It's a great episode. I'm very excited to have him come on, and I want to make sure he gets all the exposure that he deserves. So this is a Christmas Eve special. I wanted you guys to have something to listen to from the podcast. And Kerry and I did the end of the year episode last week. And just like the year before that, it got very positive reviews for the lovely Kerry, who is joining us.
Hello,
madame.
I'm back.
She's back. Last year, it also got, like I said, got really, really good reviews. And then I said, well, maybe I'll find a way to bring her on more often, because it is really fun. I really like.
We do have fun
podcasting with you. It's a good time. But of course, I never did it, and a whole year went by. But this year, how this came about was we were sitting down to. Oh, just also before I go any further, let me say that I'm trying to find a way, like when there's gaps in the reviews, to still have content. In the past, I embarrassingly polled everybody on should I do solo episodes, and everybody was like, yes. And then I was like, all right, and then I can't do it. I'm not like a subject matter expert in anything really. I mean, maybe firearms instruction, but boring. I don't do one episode on that. So I never did it. Just always looking for a stopgap. And then I was like, I did this end of the year special with Kerry again. And I was like, this was so much fun. Yeah. I love doing it. People love to hear you come on. And that night, Kerry and I, it's a huge battle when we're trying to find a movie we can all watch. Right. Mm-hmm. So we went through the whole battle, and then Kerry kind of said, it would be fun if we just did reviews on cop movies or 80s cops movies. And I was like, yeah, that's a really good idea. And since you came up with it, you're volunteering to come on.
I suppose. Yes. So
it obviously wouldn't be replacing the police interviews. That's the whole purpose of the podcast, but it would be additional content for when there wasn't
right
an episode, or even maybe a bonus episode. So that's kind of the vein of this episode, is to give you guys something to listen to, especially if you're out there pushing a patrol car, or you're on the meat wagon, you're working, and there's no drop from things police see. And I know a lot of people out there on duty listen. I wanted to have something for you guys. So this isn't going to be an example of like a full movie review, but let me go back to when we were picking the movie. So what is it usually like, Kerry, when we have to sit down with a 5-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 16-year-old?
Lots of bickering because naturally our older kids want to watch something more mature with more of a storyline and maybe more complicated layers to the story.
Or more violence.
Yeah, more action. And,
And we've watched all those movies that fit for all 5 of us. We've seen them all.
Yeah.
So this year, we're flipping through, and Die Hard comes up, right? And I'm like, of course, right away, I'm like, I haven't seen this movie in probably 25 years, but I used to love it when I was younger.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is a Christmas movie. And Kerry's like, I don't know, because I have this bad habit of remembering movies I watched in the 80s as a kid and thinking, it wasn't that bad. Maybe my parents told me to cover my eyes a couple times.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it being that bad. And then, of course, we'll ultimately watch the movie and figure out that.
No.
Yeah, it's really, really, really bad.
Really
bad. So I started this episode. We're gonna do a little mini review of Die Hard and whether it is in fact a Christmas movie or not. Because this is a heated debate on the internet for 2 decades.
Yeah.
And sometimes I say things on the podcast, I don't give any context, or I don't qualify them. I want to say, hold on. Sorry, still getting over a cold. I'm not throwing shade on our parents. They did a great job as parents raising us. And yes, sometimes we watched these movies that were, rated R. And I think the difference is now, like they would be like, earmuffs or cover your eyes or whatever. And the difference now is like as parents, we're battling screen time. So our parents just had movies which were very controllable. They either were watching it with you or they rented it.
Yep.
Or it was like on HBO. And you saw it once and your parents were kind of like, probably not going to watch that again. Or they told you to cover your eyes or they did whatever. And that's kind of how it went down in my household. But it was a one-off. Like you didn't have a little screen or you didn't have access to on demand.
Yeah, that was not in existence.
It wasn't a thing. Kids. And obviously we turned out fine. But now we're in this culture of screen time, and that's kind of caused us to be like hyper vigilant with anything they watch. So I'm not saying that like our parents did a bad job by letting us watch these like our movies too young. What I'm saying is like what we're dealing with is a whole nother animal.
Yep.
And
it is. Yeah.
It's hard for us to pick the battles and to know when to give a little bit and when to just say absolutely not. So I think this night we were kind of like desperate, sick of bickering. I say it's a Christmas movie. Kerry's like, doubt that. And I go, come on, let's just give it a try. So in the very beginning of it, the 5-year-old falls asleep. So we're like, all right. So now we have a 12-year-old and a 16-year-old.
I would have escorted him out of the room. Oh, sorry. I'm
moving the whole studio
over here. I would have escorted him right to bed. Yeah. After the first 5 minutes, it was not.
I noticed 80s action movies or 80s movies like, or maybe Christmas movies, if you want to call this a Christmas movie. They always have a gratuitous violence. When someone gets shot or any injury, there's like excessive blood. Like it's not believable.
Over the top.
Yeah, it's over the top blood. There's always boobs, whether
doesn't even make sense. They're just there.
whether it's needs to be part of the scene or not, they will shoehorn boobs into the movie. We'll get to that. There's usually cocaine, like because cocaine was like a huge party drug in the 80s. And the other really unfortunate part that really bummed us out is they use the Lord's name in vain, like crazy.
Yep.
And we're Christians, so that actually, above all things, that's what bothered me the most. Because
same here.
If you are Christian, you understand. If not, maybe you wouldn't care so much. But like hearing that is like nails on a chalkboard. And if it happens once or twice, I might like if someone says Jesus Christ like in vain, I might follow it with like is Lord, and then say like, guys, don't say that. That's wrong. But when it is every like 8 minutes, it's really tough. It's like, and I looked into it a little bit, and they said like in the 80s there was this cultural shift. They introduced PG-13, and like the Lord's name in vain isn't quite a swear, even though there was a huge Christian pushback. They kept using it in place of like, I guess if you have too many F-bombs in a movie, then you could go off the R rating scale, or I don't know exactly how it works, but there was this thing in the 80s where like you watch an 80s movie and you're like, geez, they are saying the Lord's name in vain a lot.
Yes.
And that's kind of what we found. So if you guys don't remember, Die Hard was, let me just look at my notes. Die Hard was released in 1989. The entire story takes place on Christmas Eve. John McClane, a New York City detective, flies to LA for Christmas to reunite with his wife. Why are they separated? We'll get to that. It's weird. He goes to Nakatomi Plaza, has a Christmas party where his wife has like a big wig job. There's holiday decorations. There's Christmas music. There's presents, Santa hats. Let It Snow is playing in the background. That's kind of what's happening there. So, when you watch movies 25 years ago and then it's like I had never seen the movie before because I'm like, oh my God, I just remember like all the action. And when he says yippee-ki-yay, MFer.
Yeah.
Like that's what we would all run around saying on the playground. But now it's like the reason him and his wife are separated is not fully explained, except that She got a big job, moved away from him in New York where he was a cop.
With the kids.
Took the kids, took up housing in LA, and started her big job.
Yeah.
And he was in disagreement. So we kind of saw that and we were like, that's...
And she was mad at him.
Yeah, yeah. The whole premise is like he didn't support her. So like they didn't say like she needed to do it.
Yeah, they weren't.
They were hard up for money, right?
Yeah.
It's just that she wanted it. It wasn't that she had to. She wanted it, and he said no, and she just took the kids and left.
Yeah.
And that's his fault.
Yes, and he needed to apologize for it.
Yeah. I mean, it is crazy, and it definitely is that like 80s like new age feminism, 100%.
Yep.
Where it's like, no, you should have quit your job and moved out with her, and
yeah,
that was really bizarre. And yeah, the fact that like she took his kids away.
Yeah, and that we didn't really find that out until towards the end. You know, you could kind of piece it together, but then the final explanation was, you know, it was more clear at the end. Like, oh,
and
she was just doing this because she wanted to, you know, excel at her own career and climb the ladder.
Right. The kids are literally home with like a Hispanic like nursemaid. Like they're home like being watched by a Hispanic nanny. And they're like tiny.
Yeah.
She's never home because she has this big boss lady job. It's like, it really blows your mind. Like no family would function like that, or maybe it would, but it wouldn't function for long. So on top of that, like he gets off the plane and goes to the party. And the party is like insane. It's like
yes, so many little things are like
they're all dressed to the nines. She has this big office. There's this guy, Ellis, who's like he's like head of another department, and he's like trying to get in her pants like right before John McClane comes into the scene.
It opens with that. Like
yeah. She's like he's like trying to take her out to dinner. He's clearly like yacked out of his mind. He's like, like just doing coke the whole time.
I didn't even realize her character is Holly. I didn't even realize she was the wife. I think I asked you, like, is that his wife?
Yeah.
Because she was just like dealing with this other guy trying to hit on her super nonchalantly. Like, no, like he was just being annoying or something.
Yeah. Like it happens every day.
Yeah, right.
So she left her husband, moved the kids away from him, and then went into this environment where like this coke head is constantly like, come on, let's get naked. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, my husband is such a jerk.
Yeah.
Like it just makes no friggin' sense. And then when the terrorists come in, there's like this huge melee, like because they're all kind of like it's not a ballroom, but it's a big common room. And like there's a corridor that goes to the offices. And they go in and they're, mind you, like in the time scale of the movie, like the party's only been going on for like a very short amount of time.
Yes.
And here comes like the 80s boobs.
Immediately.
They grab a lady out of one of the offices that's with some guy. Yeah. And she has like a nice dress on, but her boobs are fully out. And they like drag her out and she's like, ah! And her boobs are all over the place. And you're like, whoa.
No, yeah. They were trying to clear all the rooms to get all of their soon-to-be hostages all together. And, you know, people, I think people were still working in some of the rooms. And then just one room, boob lady comes out.
Yeah, obviously she was like fooling around with somebody. It's like the president of Nakatomi Industries or whatever is there for this party.
Yes.
Like the big bosses are there. And you're just off in your office.
Down the hallway.
Just getting it on with like your secretary. Her boobs are out, like totally normal. Like no reason to be on our best behavior. This is the Christmas party. We do it every year.
Yeah.
You know, it was really, really wild. So at this point in the movie, I think we are kind of believing that this isn't really a Christmas movie.
No. I mean, other than that, it takes place during Christmas. I don't consider it a Christmas movie. I know that, you know, people get very
right
intense about their feelings.
To be fair, Bruce Willis was quoted in 2018 when he still had his faculties. What he said was, I'm not trying to ruin your Christmas, but Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. So even he knew.
Thank you, Bruce Willis.
Thank you, the great Bruce Willis.
Yes.
By the way, he was a great action star. Like he was on that show, like The Honeymooners or whatever, and no one ever thought he could be an action star. Kind of like Chris Pratt when he was on Parks and Rec.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, no one will go see a movie with him as an action star.
Yeah.
And then Bruce Willis made like 1,000 awesome action movies. But yeah, he didn't really think it was, but a lot of people do. Some other movies out there that are like Die Hard's the highest debated, whether it's a Christmas movie or not. But the other ones out there are, well, in the action thriller category, First Blood, Rambo. It takes place around Christmas. I've never heard First Blood ever mentioned as it's insanely violent and crazy. Gremlins, though. Gremlins.
It's debatable.
It's around Christmas, but it has like demonic little demons. And,
Yeah.
you know, Batman Returns, Christmas in Gotham. Not really. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Definitely not. The most un-Christmassy movie ever. Guy has like button eyes and a sewn mouth. Like,
yeah. I hated that movie even when I first saw it when I was way younger. I was just like,
I hate the idea
what am I
of it.
watching? Yeah.
It's so bad. No. Frozen, no. But it's like a fantasy world that doesn't even have like any implications of Christ.
Zero Christmas.
Yeah.
Definitely like a winter movie though. Like,
well, this one might hurt your feelings, but a debated one on here is While You Were Sleeping.
I love that movie.
You love it. I didn't.
I do. I just, it's fun.
That was a good movie,
Yeah.
but I don't even remember that it was around Christmas. I was probably on my phone the whole time.
I do, but it's around Christmas. I don't consider it a Christmas movie. It's just.
No. Then Love Actually, The Holdover is Prometheus, which I don't even know what the hell that is. But so there are other debated movies out there that are supposedly Christmas. Die Hard, I would say really not. I mean, I did like Google about it and find out like what people, because this argument legit has been going on for decades.
Really? Even like from the beginning, people thought that.
Yeah, I mean, because of like husbands like me that are like, Christmas movie, what about Die Hard? How about a bunch of people getting killed in the F word in boobs? I like the part when he goes upstairs to the part of the tower that's like still under construction, and we're like, all right, the boobs part is over.
It's done, yeah.
We know that for sure. There's no even reason from this point on. Everybody's afraid. They're bound. They're gagged. Like there's no lady in sight. All these guys, all these bad terrorists are dudes. And then he's like in the construction part of the tower that's not completed, and he walks by and there's like
a poster with boobs on it.
Yeah, a poster with just boobs on it. Like,
and he walks by it not once, not twice, but like at least 3 times.
Right. Like the boobs, they're just keeping those guys going up there on the construction floor.
Yep.
Too funny. So the Die Hard is a Christmas movie side. Here are the main points that people use. The movie literally starts with Christmas carols and ends with John and Holly driving off in the snow. The snow in L.A. Okie doke. Hans Gruber's plan hinges on Christmas Eve. The vault opens on a holiday. Pretty weak.
Yeah.
Iconic Christmas moments. John writing, "Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho."
So filled with Christmas joy
I think
right there.
The historian said that was written on the original manger Jesus was in.
Oh my gosh.
He writes it on a dead terrorist.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a Christmas tree in the lobby and a teddy bear gift, etc. It's a redemption/reunion story. John and Holly reconcile on Christmas Eve. Do you want to talk about the reconciling? Like we already talked about like why she left with the kids. The crescendo of their reconciling.
Yeah, that was the part that made me cringe the most, because his realization, like the climax, is like, I need to apologize to her. Yeah. Like I'm the bad guy here, and yeah.
Total simp, like such a cuck in that moment. Yeah, like, oh my God. And I do believe in Die Hard 2, he is an LA cop. So
he ultimately folds to her.
Yeah. I mean, what's he supposed to do? She took his kids.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, I hope we get to see daddy on Christmas. It's like, oh my gosh, lady. All right. So then the other side, it's just an action movie. people say there's no snow in LA except the last scene, no Santa Claus, no family gatherings. It's rated R, full of violence and profanity.
True.
Hardly a cozy holiday classic. True. Released in the summer, marketed as a summer blockbuster, not a Christmas film. So it wasn't intended to be a Christmas film, obviously. Bruce Willis himself has said, like I said before, it's not a Christmas movie. Then there's a compromised group of people who say it's not Home Alone or Elf, but it's a Christmas movie the way Lethal Weapon or Gremlins are.
But those are not Christmas movies.
Right. It's like tonight, it's Christmas Eve. We're going to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Right. That is a Christmas movie.
Sadly, 0 cocaine and no boobs, but we're gonna grin and bear it. We're gonna tough it out. It captures the chaos and stress of the holidays, family drama, corporate parties, trying to fix things at the last minute, and the perfect grumpy dad on Christmas vibe.
Grumpy. I don't get that.
Okay. Yeah. That's the other thing too. Like he ultimately saves like everybody in the company, including his wife. Yes. And she's still like, you need to say sorry. Yeah. You're going to need to quit your job and move out here because I'm your boss now. It just, I don't know. Yeah. It's too much. Yeah. Very ick. Gave us the ick. Let's see what else. Is there anything else interesting from these message boards? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd say it's not a Christmas movie, and neither is Gremlins or Batman Returns or Love Actually or any of that stuff. Right?
Right.
We agree?
We agree.
All
Can
right.
I tell you my favorite part? My favorite character?
Please do.
Al Powell.
Oh, yeah. How could we not talk about Al?
He's the best part.
The best part. It's Winslow.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I looked up his name. Reginald Johnson.
Reginald Johnson. It is. People say it's the introduction to. Was it Family Matters?
Yep. Family Matters.
Carl Winslow.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he literally is Carl Winslow. He's like an LAPD policeman that like. There was a really crazy part at the end where like they're talking the whole time they have radio communication. He has radio communication with John McClane through a walkie-talkie, and John McClane's kind of busting his chops about like why is he pushing papers and like not out shagging calls with the troops? Why is he a sergeant but on the desk?
Right.
And he tells this like really dark and sad story about shooting a child on accident because the kid had a laser tag gun. Yeah.
I was not ready for that.
It just didn't it didn't fit with the scene or the moment, and it just brought me way down. I'm like,
I thought it was going to be injury or heart problem. I don't know.
Anything but shooting a kid. I mean, I think it's just hard for character development when you're like starting to really love this cop that's helping John McClane.
Yeah.
And like then he's like, well, I killed a kid who was playing laser tag. And you're like, I mean, that stuff does happen, but like I don't need that.
In a movie though.
Yeah, I don't need that bouncing around in my brain about Carl Winslow. You know, it's like
that was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. I loved that show. Family Matters.
Oh yeah. I loved it with Urkel and and then who's Cool Urkel?
Oh, what was it?
Stefan. Oh yeah.
Stefan.
Super creepy. Well, hello, Laura. Yeah. So that's kind of our review. I think we both agree that it is not a Christmas movie.
No,
I think it's a great movie. It's a very 80s movie. I would not watch it with your kids. Like I said, our 5-year-old had fallen asleep. So, and the boobs part is like you can't prepare for it, like because it's like, and it's like because we're like, shut your eyes. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't watch it with your kids. Even when I was older, like when I was 18 plus and watch like a rated R movie, like a popular movie had come out, I go to watch with my parents, and like, was there anything worse than when there was a sex scene or nudity?
Ugh. Yeah.
And you're watching with your mom and dad.
It's just you just want to like melt into the floor.
Oh, it's so bad. So awful. So yeah, that's just like a quick, like obviously when we do a movie review of like, I plan on like, if we do like Lethal Weapon, RoboCop, like all those movies, I'm going to put it out to the Patreon folks and ask them to like throw movies at us. So it would be kind of like a thing that actually I can show you right here. Like, so here's the Patreon poll we took for would you so it's thoughts on some episodes or when we review police movies from the 80s, I think. Be once in a while for Gap, when we have Gap and guests. The lovely Kerry Gould would be on board these episodes. Just an idea. Please give me your honest thoughts. So I polled Patreon, and 100% of the responses was yes. Sounds like that would be a fun listen. So, like the Patreon I use for a lot of like obviously I know they're like really into the show because they support it monetarily, and I care about their input. So I will ask them polls once in a while, and they said definitely yes. So I think I will involve the Patreon community in the movie selection. Like,
yeah, that'd be fun.
Why not? Just like give them a couple options and be like, which one do you want us to do for the next movie review? And we're gonna take it super serial. Like we're gonna watch it without the kids and like with the notepad. Like I'll just like write down.
And you're not gonna say anything to me too. That was one of the things when we were talking about the idea is that like sometimes you and I would be watching a movie, I'd be all into it, like some action movie with law enforcement. Like, oh, this is cool. That's what I'd be thinking that. And they'd be like, oh, that is not how you reholster your gun.
One of those.
They're like, that's not realistic at all.
Yeah,
like, oh man, come on. I was enjoying this. So it's more like, non-law enforcement and law enforcement.
Yeah.
Like we won't share each other's ideas.
Totally.
And then we'll talk about it.
You just take your notes. I'll take mine. And it'll be really fun. I actually did a movie review years ago on a podcast I got invited on. And that's exactly what I did. I watched the movie, I took notes, and I went on. And it was super fun because we love movies.
Yep.
And we love each other.
Yes.
And we both love the podcast. So yeah, I think it'll be a good time. It'll be the perfect thing to do when we don't have an episode. I know it's not going to be, there are a lot of fans that are just diehard and they love to get an episode every week and are very supportive of almost anything I put out. But there are like maybe 30% of people who listen and they're just like, they just want police war stories. Mm-hmm. And I get it. That's why they subscribed. So don't think that like I'm going to be like the podcast isn't going to stop doing that. It's still going to do that. But this is a way to fill in for episodes and also maybe a bonus episode. And also, guys, I've been doing the podcast for 6 years and I really like doing it and I believe in it and I get a lot of positive feedback and I think it does make a good difference with people who are looking to get law enforcement. But, it feels good to change it up a little bit. Like this is
a fun side.
Yeah, it's fun to just kind of talk about whatever or have a different subject to tackle rather than just like always doing the exact same thing every time, which I still do enjoy, but this adds a little bit of little flair. It adds a little flair. And if anybody's wondering, if you're just listening, we are wearing matching flannels right now because we're adorbs and it's Christmas Eve. So
red and black, checkered.
Yes.
Classic.
So before we sign off, I just want to say thank you to the men and women out there who are first responders, police, fire, and also like electric companies and highway departments and DPW departments. Like you guys out there and you work the holidays and it's nurses, doctors, the entire world. But yeah, any like services that are needed that you can't have a break on the holiday. It's thank you for doing that. I worked Christmases before and it's a little bit more palatable when you're young and you don't have kids and stuff. But it's not that it sucks when you have kids and you can't go home for Christmas. It's pretty tough. Usually you can make it work, but it's appreciated because when we pick up the phone and call 911, like you want somebody to come, So thank you if you're out there in a cruiser or an ambulance or whatever you're doing. Truly do appreciate it. I do want to take a moment here before we go to thank the Patreon sponsors because you guys have been awesome over the years. Really have had like pretty unwavering support from you guys, and it's awesome because the show does cost. There are things that cost money. There's overhead with the stuff that I use and with like the website fees and podcast hosting and even the editing software is a monthly fee and you guys really help take care of that. And then there's a a few extra shekels left over for old Gingerface, for old Stevie Boy. So I want to thank you guys right now. Who I'm talking about, these are the lieutenants, the great and powerful Andy Biggs, Kyle Roberts, Michael Roach from Roach Machines AI Solutions, the handsome Lane Campbell, Gary Steiner, Adam Mihal, Seth Wright. All right, you take over at Lauren Stimson.
Lauren Stimson. Why do you... Jason Luo. Lau, I'm sorry. Sasha McNabb. Sean Clifford. Tammy Walsh.
That's George Tessier from work.
Oh, Mr.
From
Tessier.
Church. Yep.
Thank you. All right, you need to take over.
No, you got the... Okay, Dennis Carrasquillo. That's a tough one. All right, go do the next one.
Scott Young.
Yes.
Burley Boards.
That's Dan Carlson, everybody.
Mr. and Mrs. Newman. Doug and Kelly. Hello, thank you.
We love you.
We love you. Mr. Arsenal.
Yeah.
Richard Towles.
Richard Tolles, keep on trucking, brother. Yeah, that's what I usually say. Go.
You need to do this. I'm butchering this. I'm sorry.
Elliot Sykes, Brad Thompson, Clark Lakoff, Adam McMahon, Sheriff Ronald Long. Thank you. Zachary Pleat, Jason Lorbrie. See you tomorrow night, my handsome prince. Lisa Gano, Sherry Finch, Gabriel Decknop. Thank you. The great Eric Smith. Jackson Dalton of Black Box Safety. Thank you, Jackson. The handsome and venerable Marcus Johansson, Brett Lee, everybody, Kale Oswald, and Alex Wazik. Thank you for supporting the show, you guys. I truly appreciate that. You help us out. You help pay the mortgage and all that stuff. We love doing it, and we also love being supported while we do it. So thank you. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. God bless you. And the next episode will be out next week. You want to say bye?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. You. Should I just play the whole song when we stare at the screen?
Yes.